Welcome back, everyone. This is going to be a VR to Intuitive Whispers, and it's called the 10 Oracle Decks Never Leaving My Collection, and these are them. Now, this came out a couple of days ago, but I had a hard time going through all my decks because I didn't realize how many I actually had and how many I actually liked, but I had to pick the 10 that I think would stay with me through thick or thin, and these are going to be them. So we're going to kick this off here with the Soul Coaching deck. And the reason why this deck is one of my favorites is it when you're trying to do a reading for a customer and you want to end on something to really give some good advice, this deck really for me is the answer. It just has really great wisdom, and it's by Denise Linn. And the images on this deck are just absolutely gorgeous. I just love them, right? So you see, for example, Purification 41. And what I like about the way these decks are done is that the numbers really do go along with the actual meaning on the card. So 41 is a 5, which means that when you purify, you become free. But before you purify yourself, you kind of struggle a little bit. And the images really have that peaceful vibe to it. So it's a really nice way to end a tarot reading, A passion as well. 36 is the 3 and the 6 energy. So when you look at this card too, for example, it's beautiful because you see how like a young person here look at the fireworks, kind of like a awe, a new way of seeing things. It's just beautiful, right? And then the 3s around expansion, communication, creativity, fireworks, the mind, right? 6 is harmony. When you put that together, you do have passion because now you have attainment. So you can attain greater things to help other people. So this deck is just really one that I say is a really beautiful go-to deck if you're looking for a deck to add to end your readings on with some really just positive messaging and just really a deck to help people understand a little bit more on what the universe is trying to tell them or your spirit guides are trying to tell them when you're doing a reading for them, okay? So this is my first deck, and again, it is called the Soul Coaching deck by Denise Linn. Now, we're going to go to the next deck. And the next one is a new deck I just picked up called Prism Oracle, and it's by Nicole Privaroto. I think that's how you pronounce it. Anyway, I just saw it and I said I have to have it, and when I got it, I just fell in love with this. So what's really cool about this deck is that it has colors that kind of go along with the different spectrums, the different moods, the different color therapy, for lack of better terms, with one keyword, right? So here you can see this card, love is pink, right? Pink's around humanity, and you can just really feel the vibe in this deck. And so if you want a reading where you have just a single word with the color vitality, illumination, it's like you're growing, it's a spark. Protection black, because it's kind of the subconscious mind and things are hidden. You have to protect yourself. Lock, right? It's just an amazing, wonderful deck. Stop. And I just think this is just a really beautiful deck if you're looking for an oracle deck that is around color, single word. You can pick up on the actual image pretty quickly, use your intuition to really jump into it. Even here, right, Gray's wisdom, right? And then the dot isolation. Sometimes in your own thoughts, you're isolated. How do you break free from that, right? So isolation. You have to break free by expanding outside of yourself, right? Opening your mind, expanding your wisdom, studying, reading, and so forth. That's how you break from isolation sometimes. Or communicating, right? Learn to talk to other people, bring them into your circle, and so forth. Sadness, purple, growth. Again, this is just an absolutely amazing deck. And if you are into colors and a single key word, with the type of pictures, this is a wonderful deck to add to your collection. And I just got it, and I'm telling you, I said to myself, I can't let this one go. I mean, this is a deck I would take with me because it's just wonderful. It makes it really easy to read and help give good messaging to the people that you are trying to help with your different readings. And again, I always use Oracle to close my tarot readings. That's just how I do it. But again, wonderful, wonderful deck. And in the guidebook too, look at that, the gold gilding. Isn't that awesome? I just love it, right? The back of the cards, the stock is just absolutely phenomenal. Great, great deck. Okay. And the guidebook is really cool too. It's like it goes into really deep details on the different cards and what they mean. So it even shows you like the reds. So everything is grouped by color. I said color therapy. I haven't even looked at the guidebook, to be honest with you, but because I actually wrote a little ebook on color and tarot, and whatever else, I understand it very well. So I didn't really look at it. Maybe I should go back and revisit it. But again, It's just an awesome, awesome deck. Prism Oracle, and it's Nicole. All right. Now, the next one we're going to look at is another one I just picked up. And I've been on the hunt for so long for decks to use for relationships. And even the tarot side, I've had a hell of a time because a lot of the decks out there are very risque, erotic, and I didn't want that. I want something classy that I could use for all my customers as well when they come to me for a question on relationships, partners, and so forth, right? And for the Oracle deck, this one I will never, ever get rid of. I mean, when I saw this and used it, I was like, holy cow. This is the thing I've been looking for a very long time. It's called the Vintage Wisdom Oracle by Victoria Mosley, okay? And when you'll see the deck, you'll see why I'm just in love with this deck. Okay, so cards are kind of large, which is fine. I have small hands, so if you do too, it's kind of hard to shuffle, but they're large. Let me see, an Oracle, a typical tarot deck, just to kind of give you the idea of a size. They're even bigger than the Hay House, but see, that's an Oracle card. So they're quite large, but it's okay, right? Because they're awesome cards. All right. Yeah, I always keep these extra cards to protect the cards when you put them in the box, don't get scratched up. So that's like the card that comes with it. All right, so these cards here, again, it's like it's a single keyword with an image. You can just feel the listening in that card, right? Listening. I don't need the guidebook to even tell me what that means. It's like find peace within yourself and just observe and listen to the things around you. Take it in, right? It's just beautiful, beautiful deck. In a sense, isn't that cool? Transition. I love it. You see the wings there? You can see the transformation also. I mean, this is just another deck that if you want a deck for love readings, relationship readings, couple readings, and you want to end on a Oracle deck, this is the one. This is the one I would definitely recommend that you get. Okay? It's just absolutely beautiful. Isn't it just cool? It's got the old-fashioned. It really has that vintage feel. They did really well with this deck. And again, I don't know how they created it. It looks like kind of a collage type of a thing, but it is just awesome. And little spoiler alert, that new, I think it's called Divitarium that came out. That's a deck that pairs with this one really nice. And if you know of any good decks for love readings on the tarot side, drop in the comments. I'd love to know what you use. And if you want to check out my 10 decks for tarot, I did that as well. I'll drop in a link below. But anyway, this deck here in the Oracle is just, man, I tell you, for a relationship reading deck, this is the one to get. All right, so that's deck number 3. Okay, now we're going to head over to deck number 4. The 4th deck in the lineup is the Oracle of the Radiant Sun. This is probably one of the earlier decks I have purchased. I haven't used a lot, but I just fell in love with it. And it's really just an amazing deck. If you don't have it, I recommend getting it. And you do kind of need the guidebook unless you're a pro on astrology. What's nice about this deck is it separates it into different houses and segments, and then it gives you everything about what these cards mean. I mean, it is detailed. Okay, it even goes into the planets. I mean, this deck is awesome. Like Venus, the suit of love, and then as you can see, each of the suits have like a different look to them, so you know what it is you're reading. With that said, let's go ahead and look at the cards here. So it comes in like in the box here in 2 different sides because it's quite a large deck. I'm not sure how many cards are in it, but it's pretty thick. So when you look at this here, right? I mean, look at that. Submission. You don't even really need the guidebook either. 12, right? You can kind of look at that and get a vibe on what the card means and whatnot. So you don't really need to have a mastery of astrology. It wouldn't hurt though to know what house this is in and so forth. But for me, I used to use like this innovation, right? As 11, you got to use your intuition, right? You got to tap into that. And then of course it has the different signs as well at the bottom of the card. I just love this deck. Beautiful. Just a really amazing deck. Okay. So that's this deck called Oracle of the Radiant Sun. And if you haven't seen it or you don't have it, I would really recommend getting it because I don't know how much longer you're going to get it for. A lot of these older decks are kind of hard to get these days and hard to find. I don't know about this one. I haven't checked in a while on if it's available or not. I'm assuming it is, but it's just a wonderful deck, colorful. It's just, companionship. Look at that. You can just pick up on that vibe right there. And what is a companionship? It's 7. It comes through assessing somebody and really trusting, right? 7. 11, independence, intuition. Again, isn't that great? Just love this deck. See right there, Cancer, birth. 4, stability. When you have birth, become stable. By new life, new birth, new growth, stability in the world. Seduction. It's just I love this deck. I can't say enough good about it. Okay. So this deck is called Oracle of the Radiant Sun. All right. So that has to be definitely one I recommend picking up. And if you do know the astrology signs, you're going to fall in love with it. I'm still kind of getting my head around all that stuff. Right now, I focus more on numerology and in my practice, but this will be adding in shortly. Okay. Now, that was deck number 4. Now, deck number 5 is another new one I just picked up, and it's called Cries of the Soul Oracle. Now, they say it's a shadow deck, whatever. I don't care. I love it. And what's really cool about this deck, and this is definitely one I take with me. I only had to pick 10. I mean, first of all, I think the cards are just gorgeous, right? I love the front. Look at the black gilding on it, like black core, and then the back. It's just awesome. Awesome looking deck. And what's really nice about it is that you see how you have the keyword here, self-sabotage, and it tells you how to deal with it. I trust in renewal, and then the steps I take towards the future. I take towards the future, right? So it kind of says, well, when you self-sabotage yourself, then you have to trust yourself moving forward. And to break the pattern. And 2 is a decision. You have to decide to do that. And only you can do that, right? And so every card has that same feel to it. It's just really nice if you're trying to like do some soul searching or read for a customer that wants some help on that. So let's say after a tarot spread, or even just use a deck by itself, I think would be a really good thing as well. I haven't done it as a single read yet, but I could see using it as a reading by itself with nothing else, only this. I think it'd be very interesting reading. Rejection, I open myself up with assurance to the outside world. See? You got to kind of ignore that. Just let it flow off your back. Don't worry about it. Even though you're getting rejected, you have to open yourself up with assurance. Trust yourself to the outside world that things are going to be okay. How you do that? 3, you communicate. 6, that brings in harmony. Which 9, you attain. Now you attain no longer being rejected because you just don't care. Okay? I mean, this is probably one of my favorite decks I've seen so far that are new. And again, I just got this one, but I'm telling you, after seeing it, I'm like, yep, this is a keeper. This is one I would definitely take with me. It's just absolutely phenomenal, I think. What are your thoughts? Do you like this deck? Let me know in the comments. Drop it below. Let me hear what you have to say, because this is definitely a keeper. I love this. Narcissistic faults. I soothe my inner pain. So when people hurt you, you have to soothe your inner pain. 17, how? 1, by looking at things new. 7, assessing it. 8, moving forward. Okay. So that is the Cries of the Soul's Oracle. And it's just lovely, right? And this one is by Isabella Kerf. Isabella Kerf, or Isabel Kerf. Now, the next one is Wisdom of the Shadow. If you want a deck for self-discovery and soul work, I'm not kidding. This is the deck. And you'll see why in a minute. Now, who made this one again? I saw this. I didn't even see a review of it. I said, I got to have it. Just the artwork alone. But it is by Jenny Han and Jessica Rashidi. All right. And I like the fact that it's a, really nice box. So it's kind of like something you're going to keep around for a while. And it's protected. It's just beautiful. It has a really good guidebook too if you want that. Again, I don't really look at guidebooks too much on Oracle decks. I just use my intuition and vibe and roll with it. I love the black core, the black gilding on it as well. So let's move this aside and look at these cards. Now, why do I love this deck so much? Because of that artwork. Look at that. You can just feel it. When I look at that card, I just feel the tenderness in that. It just, to me, is just beautiful. The red, you have that passion, the pink, the humanity, the yellow, the vibrancy in it, the green and the blue, a little bit of motion, a little bit of grounding. And I just feel that all the colors are kind of mixed together. And the whole thing is like that. I mean, I believe these are hand-done paintings. I'm not 100% sure, but I just love this artwork. I mean, dependency. It's just, look at that. You can feel it. You just feel that. In the color palette too, right? Balance, right? So black, subconscious mind. Blue, emotions. Green, earth, grounding. Orange is kind of like being a little bit aware. Yellow is your heart, vibrant, right? Living. And it takes all that together to find your balance. If you don't have all those components lined up, what happens? You're out of balance. If your emotions are off, if you're feeling out of place on the earth realm, if you kind of feel like you're always walking on eggshells, orange, danger, your subconscious mind picks up on that and turns it against you, right? Where if you say, I have all these things in peace, I am now centered, then your subconscious mind says, things are good, I'm now balanced. That's why I love this deck. It's a great color palette, and they just did a wonderful job with this one. Every image just feels like this to me. Even confusion, look at that. It's just beautiful. Vulnerability, pain. Let's go through these here pretty quick. Opening, shame. I love that because like you feel like it's a person within a person, and you kind of like have to hide yourself. Shame, right? Black against subconscious. Blue, very emotional. Green's like in the presence of all. You feel kind of like just held back, and you feel ashamed. Why? I don't know. Have to do reading to find that one out. Reflection. This is just, I just absolutely love this deck. Voice, isn't that great? You can feel the loudness in that card. Rage, you can definitely feel the rage there as well. Okay, so this is the deck. Again, if you're looking for one for kind of shadow work, soul searching work, even for meditation or doing your daily draws, this is it. This is the deck I would recommend getting. And for me, I take it wherever I go. I love this deck. And like I said, I haven't used it a lot. It's a newer deck, but I just absolutely love. Look at that. Isn't that great? Be true to yourself. Be you. So that's this deck here. Again, this is the Wisdom of the Shadow, and it's a deck that I would highly recommend. Okay. Now, deck number 7. The next one is called the Psychic Tarot Pocket Oracle deck by John Holland. I actually love this deck. You know, I got it a long time ago with the Hay House. They had a collection where they do like a box of the month or the box of the quarter kind of a thing. And this is one of the decks that came with it. I'm thinking to myself, But then when I started using it, I'm like, this is a really cool freaking deck. And so I love the fact it's pocket size. It can fit in my briefcase if I want to go somewhere in my backpack or whatever with my other decks. It can go on the go. And I just absolutely love this deck. I mean, look at this. Wisdom 5. It even aligns. So that's like the Hierophant kind of like, right? So it does kind of tie in the tarot, even though it's an oracle deck. Really cool. Really cool. I mean, if you want a small size deck with a lot of meaning in it, fulfillment of wishes is attaining something, that's a 9. It aligns too with numerology perfectly. So the person who creates the deck knew tarot and they knew numerology. Now, I'm not too sure if the red is like mapping to wands and the green is the pentacles and so forth. I don't know. I haven't looked at the guidebook again, but I notice everything is color coded, and that's for a reason. One's are new beginnings and say prosperity begins. You see what I'm saying? So it's really nicely done, right? 15, what remind you of? See what I'm saying? Makes time back into tarot. Hope. Beautiful, cool card. 8, power, right? See what I'm saying? This is a great, I mean, you could use this with tarot, but so Oracle decks is kind of like the best of both worlds here. All right. These are probably extra cards, so it wouldn't be part of tarot. Let's see, 7. I just love it. I mean, this is a really cool card, a deck to have if you're on the go, want to have one deck to do readings with. This would be it. It works good in spreads too. So I think it's just an amazing deck to have in your collection. Again, it's called the Psychic Tarot Pocket Oracle deck. It's just absolutely wonderful. Okay. So now the next one we have is deck number 8. And this one is one of my apps. I got this a long time ago. It's called Moonology Oracle Cards by Yasmin Bolin. And this deck is so accurate. I cannot tell you the number of readings I've done with this deck. And it just always resonates. It's almost like unbelievable it resonates that well. I mean, the universe is just like, you're pulling the card, you're reading it, this is what's going on with you. And you know what? It's always accurate. So with this deck, if you haven't seen it, I recommend picking it up. It's not very expensive. Like, look at that. Full Moon in Leo. Don't let pride get in your way. How true is that? When you do a reading like with tarot and you end up with the oracle card, it just aligns. It's like crazy. It's a beautiful, beautiful, amazing deck. So this is one of my favorite decks for ending a tarot reading with oracle. I just love it. It's just one of my favorite decks. Luck is on your side. It's just so cool, right? Okay. So again, this is the Moonology deck that I think is just to die for. If you're looking for a really cool deck that's and you're into the whole new moon in Sagittarius, full moon eclipse and so forth type of a thing, this is it. Waxing moon, this is the deck you want to have. Okay, so it's really, really cool. Now I also have her other deck, her newer one, but I like this one better. I think this is the older one, and I just absolutely adore it. All right, so then deck number 9. Got to have a spiritual deck, right? When I'm having to go and only take 10 decks with me. And that would be this one here, the Mary Magdalene Oracle by Megan Watterson. Again, another favorite. Okay, so this deck is kind of like a night that you want to do spiritual work and you're, say, doing a tarot reading, you want to end on something where it's more like self-reflection or how to like tap more into your spiritual side of life. This would be the deck to use, I believe, for an oracle deck, right? So this is like, soul work. I am in service of love. Isn't that great? That's what soul work's all about, right? The dove, spirit speaks through the body. The body never lies. I mean, think about that. The ascension, beloved, love never ends. And that's so true, right? Remembering, I know who I am. So if you're looking for a deck to really tap into this spiritual type of readings, this is the deck I would highly, highly recommend. Okay, the Mary Magdalene Oracle. It's just really cool. I just like the way they create the deck, the images that they use. They're all over the place. It's just different culture kind of built into this thing. It's different looks and feels of people, and it's really nice. It just feels like a really well-rounded deck, So it's not really so much Christian or religious per se. It's really about humanity and spirituality kind of coming together, and the deck kind of helps move that line of thinking forward. It has a type of vibe to it. It's beautiful. Now, it does have some Catholic imagery as well, as you can see, but I don't know. I just feel like it kind of covers different things. Like you saw some Indian there, you saw some, American Indian cultures and so forth. So it's really, really cool deck. Look at this. Isn't that great? Just love it. I like the fact too that they have like, picture was it Jesus somewhere? See right here, right? I just love this. I mean, it's just not just a typical your religious based deck. It's more like spiritual based, and that's why I think it's just a wonderful deck to have. All right, so that is deck number 9, and the last deck, and probably one of my favorites to end even a tarot reading on, is the Divine Energy Oracle. This one is just awesome. 63 cards, another Hay House, so really good quality. And the messages from this deck are always just so perfect for the read. I mean, no matter what reading I do with these cards, they always just somehow align like perfectly. I mean, look at this. Face your adversaries, right? Think through things. Or think things through, right? Grieve your losses. I mean, this is such positive messaging, and it really helps you give like a path of action at the end of a read. So like, you're doing a reading for somebody and tarot and you want to pull some oracle cards, you say, okay, based on your reading now, say you want to be patient a little bit more and tie that back to the reading. I mean, it just really helps you have something concrete to dive into rather than something abstract. Look forward. That's concrete. Okay, I got to look forward. Based on maybe the reading ends on a bad note and you say, all right, that's what the oracle says. You got to look forward and kind of overcome what it is blocking you, whatever the reading may have been. Choose friends wisely. I mean, this is just such a really good deck. So you want a deck with really awesome messaging. The Divine Energy Oracle is definitely one I would highly recommend you picking up, adding to your collection. And this is one of the 10 I would take with me no matter what. Address your addictions. Isn't that great? Let's say you pull a devil card and you're talking about addiction. Then at the end of the reading, you pull this card here. It's like, wow. Address your addiction and then face your shadow, right? Again, it's become out randomly because you're shuffling the deck. But the point is, this is the type of messaging you can get, and don't make any judgments. Don't judge yourself. Don't judge others, because you need to address your addictions and then face your shadow. So therefore, you can't make judgments till you embrace your own power and break free from that. See how that works? It's just awesome. This is just one of the best decks I've seen for doing positive affirmations at the end of an tarot reading. So this is my 10th deck that I would take with me and would never leave my collection. Anyway, that's all I have for you. And if you enjoyed this VR to Intuitive Whispers, let me know, and make sure you go check out her channel and her 10 decks as well. And that's all I got. And until next time, I want to see you in my next reading or video or tutorial or walkthrough. All right. See y'all later. Bye now.